Hello and welcome to this week's Warriors HQ, and I'm joined by Managing Director of Glasgow Warriors, Nathan Bombrys. Nathan, thanks for joining us. It's been a challenging few weeks for the club with the weather and the problems with the pitch. Can you talk us through, first of all, the issues around the 1872 Scottish Cup and the move to BT Murrayfield?
Yeah, I think, as everyone is aware, we had some heavy rain over that period and some very high winds. I think people in various parts of the country were affected. There was flooding and a number of people without power and had to get out of their homes. And we got hit pretty bad in Glasgow, at Scotstoun as well. And our pitch was underwater for periods of time. We had put in efforts to cover the pitch. We have rain covers that we use, but unfortunately the high winds had completely blown them off the pitch, and the pitch was waterlogged. So we were left in a position of having to find a venue to play the game over that period. We had previously had some cancellations due to weather and also a terrorist incident. So we were out of windows to just cancel and reschedule the game. We were struggling to find windows for that. So we were left with the only option, which was to go ahead and move the game. And fortunately, we had BT Murrayfield available. We'd looked at other venues, but there were football matches on that day at the other potential venues in the West. So it was off to BT Murrayfield.
And in the end, the supporters went through in huge numbers and created a fantastic atmosphere, didn't they?
The atmosphere that the supporters created was tremendous. I mean, I think a lot of people reflected and said it was one of the best atmospheres they'd ever seen at Murrayfield. And the colour and the noise made by our supporters was fantastic. And, it was decisions made on New Year's Eve to take the decision early. It was a public holiday, and just the way that all the staff here at the club, but also our suppliers and volunteers, and also the staff at Scottish Rugby, dropped their Hogmanay celebrations and got behind it. It was a humbling effort, the amount of effort and work that people put in to make that game happen.
And now yesterday we've announced that we're taking the Racing game next weekend to Rugby Park in Kilmarnock, again due to the problems with the pitch. Can you talk us through the decision making that so early and how you kind of came to that?
Obviously we want to play our games at Scotstoun if we can. It's our home. It's been our fortress. It's been a really good venue for us. We've got a really proud home record here. After coming off the 1872, we had wanted to give the pitch an opportunity to see if it would recover. Unfortunately, we've been hit with even more rain again. So when it was clear that it just wasn't going to happen at Scotstoun, we had also in the background lined up an alternative, and we were fortunate to have Rugby Park, 3G pitch, a venue that's hosted international rugby with Scotland beating Tonga there, available to us. Kilmarnock are away on the day, and it just made sense to try to get the decision made early and give everyone a chance to make plans around a day at Rugby Park.
And important to keep that game in the west of Scotland at a venue not too far from Glasgow.
Yeah, of course. I think we didn't want to go to Murrayfield. We wanted to stay at Scotstoun. We don't want to go to Rugby Park. We want to stay at Scotstoun. But the weather has damaged our pitch, and we can't play the game. So we're going to take the game on this occasion to Rugby Park. We've got a 3G surface. We've had some good luck on 3G down at Cardiff that we played on. Our team trained on 3G quite a lot, both here at Scotstoun, but also in the two indoor facilities in Glasgow. So it's a surface that we're familiar with, and a surface I think the players will like.
Yeah, talk about the 3G surface. Gregor said in the past that he would love to have a 3G surface here at Scotstoun. Is there any update on that for their supporters?
Yeah, I think Gregor's a big fan. I think we all are. I'd love to see a Gregor Townsend coach team play its home games on 3G. I think that's a really exciting prospect. And with the style of rugby we play and the way we play the game, the players are looking for a consistent surface. And after the stress and the challenges that we've had with the pitch here at Scotstoun over the past number of seasons, I think a 3G would be a great solution. But we don't own Scotstoun. We rent Scotstoun. We're tenants here, and we've always wanted to be respectful tenants. This is an important venue for Scottish athletics. There are two athletics clubs that play here. The venue is owned by the Glasgow City Council. It's operated by Glasgow Life. our pitch is managed by Glasgow Life and its people and Glasgow City Council, so that they manage that pitch for us. So, it's during the rugby season, it's a rugby pitch, but in the summer months during our off season, it's an athletics infield, and we've always wanted to be respectful of that.
Just finally, have you got a message for the supporters, especially the season ticket members that have obviously had to go through to Edinburgh for the game at BT Murrayfield and now to Rugby Park for the game next weekend?
Yeah, I think we're grateful for those season ticket holders who made the effort to do it, and disappointing we didn't win the game, but grateful. The atmosphere they created was fantastic, and we know, we've written and apologized, and it is less than ideal, and it's not what we want to be doing, but we're grateful that those people made the effort to go and support the team, and we're able to reorganize their plans. And same again for Rugby Park. We've taken what we think is the best option that's available to us, and they've been at the forefront of our minds in considering that. So we've tried to make a decision early. We've made the decision as early as we could with the season ticket holders in mind, and we want to give them every opportunity to get there and enjoy the afternoon, enjoy a top day of European rugby. So we're very grateful for the support.
Coming up on the rest of this week's show, we catch up with fullback Peter Murchie, and we've got highlights of a 34-10 defeat to Racing 92 in Paris. Fullback Peter Murchie returned to action for the Warriors after 3 months out through injury, and he spoke to Warriors HQ this week about how it's good to be back.
It's just nice to be fit and train every day. When you're injured, you kind of your routine completely changes. You go from training 2-3 times a day to not being able to do anything for a wee while. So it's just nice to be back in amongst the group, and obviously I'm trying to get them back fit. It's probably the easy bit. Trying to get back in the team's the tough bit, but I'm working hard, and as you say, there's lots of games coming up, lots of big games for the club. Whether you're with Scotland or whether you're with Glasgow, obviously we've got a tough schedule coming up in the Six Nations period, so that's going to be key for us. So everyone's working hard to try and make sure that we're in tip-top condition for that.
It's been a sort of frustrating few weeks for the club, just very close to getting results, but just not quite getting there. What would you put it down to?
Yeah, we're going through a little bit of a sticky patch. It's fair to say we're just lacking, the 5% of detail that you need to win games. We're working hard in training to try and correct it. We are creating opportunities, but we're just not finishing them off, and we're just making some basic errors and in parts of a game where we're normally pretty strong. So we're working really hard in training just to try and sort them out. I'm sure it's going to come good.
Put on your
That's all for this week. We'll be back next Wednesday at 5 p.m. on Glasgow Warriors TV with highlights of this weekend's game against Northampton Saints at Franklin's Gardens.